All right, so I'm now in Pennsylvania, and this one is actually pretty impactful and special for me because I am at the Flight 93 Memorial. Though, for those of you who don't know, yeah, I am a U.S. veteran. I was actually on my way to enlist, and before I got recruited to go do something at school, but one of the reasons I decided that, you know what, I'm enlisting, I'm joining the Army, was 9/11. It solidified my decision completely. So I'm now here to pay my respects to those individuals who fought back on 9/11 and brought the plane down here instead of letting it to its target. Come with me as we be respectful and look over the Flight 93 Memorial. So this is the area of the visitor center that leads up to the crash site. Now the crash site is marked more or less by a large boulder, and we will get to that, but it's a little bit to the left here. But I want to show you these things first because this is all critically important to the mentality that people quickly gained at Flight 93 to deny the terrorists their final goal. So there's actually two parts to the Flight 93 Memorial. There is this part here where you have a visitor shelter, parking lot, and bathrooms, and it leads out to an overlook of the crash site. And then you have the facility that's up there. Along here, we're going to see some interesting things. Thank you for coming along with me on this trip. I got here early enough so that the crowds will be lessened, and hopefully it can be easier for everyone to see and hear everything. So right here, roughly, we are at that letter A, and right out here is the rough area where the crash actually happened. So what you see here on these diagonal lines are the hemlock branches that were burned when the crash actually happened, which again was this field roughly right here. That boulder that you see right here apparently marks the furthest extent of the crash site. You can see the boulder as we're at the wall of names now, out in the greater distance there. And if you didn't catch it, that's a 17-ton sandstone boulder that was relocated from the South Tower. This is the southern part of the Flight 93 Memorial, and here is the wall of names. Every single person on here was on the flight. Now, interesting about Todd Beamer is that there's a school in Fife, Washington that's named Todd Beamer in his honor.
Today.
Hopefully I'm not going too fast for everybody. But you can see some of them have flight attendant or first officer or things like that. And this is the date of the attack. So walking back to my vehicle, walking by the crash site again, and the black granite makes it pretty warm, but this site is really impactful. And like I said, that boulder you see out there in the greater distance, that is from the South Tower in New York. It's a 17-ton sandstone boulder, and it helps mark where the crash site was. From here, we're going to go to the second part of the facility and see that. So you actually cannot take any photos or videos inside the visitor center of the Flight 93 Memorial. So I can't encourage you all enough to come see this place. It's remarkable, it's impactful, and it's well worth the trip. Until next time, happy wandering.